Enter the Realm of Dreams, a lecture by Neville Goddard, November 21, 1969. Greetings to all. It's a pleasure to have you here. Have you ever contemplated the immense power nestled within your imagination? The extraordinary ability you have to venture into alternate realities, to forge a connection with the divine, and to awaken to your true self? In this presentation, we'll venture into the boundaries of existence, probe the depths of our beings, and reveal the mysteries that bind us to the cosmos. This is a voyage filled with remarkable revelations inspired by captivating narratives. Envision yourself in a dream where you have the liberty to be anything you wish, where your feelings merge with those of other entities, allowing you to live through emotions and thoughts in ways previously unimaginable. This is not just an intriguing adventure, it challenges our understanding of reality itself. We'll find that the gateway to such experiences goes beyond our physical existence. It's found within our divine imagination, the vital force that drives us to explore, sense, and comprehend the universe in its totality. Each creature, every life form, mirrors aspects of ourselves. We can delve into their very essence, empathize with their feelings because we're all woven into the universal tapestry. You are the essence that animates the cosmos, the breath of life that imparts form and significance to everything. The universe thrives within you, and it's time to awaken to this deep realization. Hit play, embark on this transformative journey, and realize that you are not merely an inhabitant of this world, you are a divine manifestation, a bridge between the celestial and the terrestrial. Gear up for an awe-inspiring adventure. If you're part of our channel community, we urge you to interact, share your insights below, and hit like to support our work. Your engagement helps our content reach further, touching more lives. Together, let's decode the cosmos' secrets. The expedition starts now. God manifests uniquely in living beings, embracing the inferno of experiences. Consumed by the inferno, God rises from its ashes, continually reborn, akin to Jesus Christ or the divine imagination. Neither good nor evil are dictated by a merciful deity, rather, they are experiences the soul endures to transcend them, awakening as a deity itself. This evening, I'll share a narrative from a friend, a woman who recounted, "In my dream, I wielded the power to transform into anything at will. The instant I focused on any entity, I could instantly share its feelings and mindset, immersing myself in its world. This dream spanned the entire night, and waking from it was a reluctant necessity, for the experience was immensely enjoyable." Now, regarding what I imparted to Raxley about her acquaintance Lawrence. Being in Lawrence's company was akin to traversing another dimension, for he was not confined to the norms of our reality but was part of a distinct cosmos. His shared experiences made me believe he truly understood what it meant to embody a tree, a daisy, a cresting wave, or even the enigmatic moon. His vision extended beyond what the mortal eyes could perceive. He was a man of sensitivity and intellect, skilled in culinary arts, sewing, embroidery, and carpentry. Yet, he found contentment in solitude, doing nothing. He could empathize with an animal, articulating its complex and human-like thoughts with convincing detail. I'm convinced my friend never perused that letter, but through it, I bestowed upon her the gift of immortal vision. The eye of imagination within her is now awakened. She recounted her journey through various states, from inanimate objects to people, intuiting their emotions and sentiments. How is this feasible? Because God is the sole performer. Blake declared, "Eternity prevails, all within it remains unbound by creation." This act of mercy demonstrates that I do not deem the virtuous or the wicked as superior states but rather as phases of slumber into which the soul might descend during its mortal dream of dichotomies. Departing from paradise, following the serpent's lead, I realized that everything in existence is merely an extension of oneself. Every creature can be understood intimately by you, for you can feel its emotions, as that creature is an aspect of you. You are the universe's life force. Everything was created through you, without you, none of it would exist. For you are the embodiment of life. This knowledge comes from direct experience. The universe is vibrant within you. Outside of you, there is no life. It is your prerogative to animate, to halt, to release, and to halt once again. Blake's assertion was accurate, God manifests solely through beings in existence. God is the ultimate actor, creatively engaging through the human imagination. Seated here, you can envision your home with your mind's eye, yet it lacks the tangible reality of this room. But there will come a time when you envisage something with clarity surpassing the visibility of your current surroundings. You will step into it, not merely as an observer but as part of a vivid, three-dimensional world. Positioned on a chair or lying in bed with closed eyes, as if in slumber, I perceived visions that remained unseen with open eyes. Fully aware of my location and actions, I allowed my consciousness to merge with the vision. Choosing to enter, the vision enveloped me. Now, the truth in Blake's words is clear to me. Should the specter step into these imaginative visions, drawing closer within the fiery chariot of his contemplative thought, desiring to befriend any of these captivating images, to relinquish the ephemeral, as he must, then he shall rise anew. Then, he shall encounter the divine in the ether. Then, joy will be his. Often, seated or reclined, my inner vision would unveil sights unseen by the mortal eye. Entering these visions, I let my consciousness navigate the fiery chariot of contemplative thought, garbed as myself. The world knows me as Neville, but I, a conscious entity, depart from this physical form and immerse into a realm that instantly conforms around me. Exploring this realm, I don a body as tangibly real as the one I left behind, in bed or in a chair. Should someone enter, they might assume Neville was simply resting. Yet, I was profoundly awake, conscious of my separation from my external self. Gazing into the mirror, you witness the facade God dons in this mortal realm. Yet, your eternal self remains unseen. It might appear to have perished, but it is not the one consumed in the furnace or interred in the tomb. It is not what your I am consciously inhabits, journeying through realms as real as this, until it unravels the mysteries of the scriptures. Behold, God acts, seated in my chair, beholding sights beyond sight. He acts by consciously merging with the vision before him, discovering it to be not a mere surface but a fully immersive, three-dimensional reality, awaiting occupation. My friend now understands the essence of becoming anything that captivates, and I am certain she never laid eyes on the letter she penned about her friend, D.H. Lawrence. This narrative involves Huxley, a figure who remained indifferent when I attempted to share with him my spiritual rebirth, my insights on David, and the visions I've disclosed to you. While he regarded me as a companion, his perceptions were limited by the societal circles he inhabited. Mispronounce a word, and instantly, you're deemed an outsider. Huxley's reluctance to engage with my visions stemmed from my deviation from his linguistic expectations. I had insights to share that could surpass the imaginations of his acquaintance, D.H. Lawrence, yet his barriers to spirituality prevented him from receiving my message. However, to those of you gathered here this evening, I assert, you embody divinity itself. This truth will become evident through your experiences. Soon, you will not just visualize your thoughts but witness them as vivid, three-dimensional realities, akin to how you see the speaker before you. When your imaginative vision is unlocked, time and space will no longer bind your consciousness. Whether it's events from millennia past or potential futures, all exist here, accessible for you to step into and embody. Like Blake understood, the concepts of justice and malevolence don't define ultimate states, they are merely experiences through which forgiveness becomes possible, recognizing that actions, no matter how grievous they appear, are expressions of a temporary state. The realization that all actions, deemed good or evil, are but passages for the soul's awakening to its true essence is profound. This journey through the crucible of experience, allowing oneself to be fully consumed, is essential for rebirth as a conscious entity. The awakening of the imaginative senses brings with it perceptions and experiences beyond the ordinary, a realm where every heartfelt desire becomes perceivable and attainable. Just recently, a mundane visit about my Medicare led to a miraculous discovery prompted by divine intervention. The location of my long-lost baptismal certificate, revealed in a moment of nocturnal clarity. This incident reaffirmed my belief in the boundless capabilities of awakened imagination, where desires find fulfillment. You are divine, the sole creator in this vast existence. Through the power of imagination, enveloped in faith, anything you conceive can manifest into reality. When Blake spoke of eternity and creation as acts of mercy, he alluded to our physical existence as merely temporary garments of the soul, which many will wear throughout time. In this cosmic play, the divine imagination, our truest self, dons the flesh as a temporary experience, navigating through the dualities of good and evil for the ultimate realization and return to its divine origin. The narrative of Genesis, the serpent's enlightenment to Eve, encapsulates this journey of descent, experience, and ascent, a cycle of eternal return and awakening to our godliness. This existence, the garment we perceive as our individuality, is but a role played within the eternal structure of the universe. Misinterpretation of our true essence leads to identification with the transient rather than the eternal. However, the divine imagination, the true actor, invites us to realize our godly nature and test its creative prowess, transcending the limitations of physical senses and societal judgments. Had Huxley looked beyond the superficial, he might have glimpsed the infinite, understood the essence beyond the accent. The challenge of being seen and heard in one's truest form is universal, hindered by the veils of perception and judgment. Yet, within each of us lies the potential to transcend these bounds, to embody not just the wave but the entirety of the ocean, to live as beings of infinite light, unconfined by the limits of physical existence. God approaches us unseen, imperceptible, yet through his wondrous and enigmatic methods, he unveils his identity to us. When we embrace the present as the singular selves that we are, I'm not merely paying you a compliment when I declare that you embody God. This truth applies universally, to the murderer and their victim, to the aggressor and the assaulted alike. These experiences, encompassing both the divine and the diabolical, serve to transcend them, culminating in the manifestation of the divine imagination, which is the essence of God. We, you and I, have descended, immersing ourselves in the crucible of experience, repeatedly consumed by its flames. The vestiges we donned were reduced to dust, and from these remnants, we emerged anew, clothed in bodies identical to the former yet renewed, complete, and splendid, prepared to endure consumption once more. This cycle persists until we rise in the form of the Lord Jesus Christ, embodying God, no longer to be devoured but to be made whole. Thus, when Blake professed, "God alone acts," his words were laden with truth. God is not merely an actor, he is the sole performer. When you harness the power of imagination, you engage in the divine act, and your visions become reality. My journey here tonight was delayed. Yesterday, a friend, aware of the individual who usually accompanies me, remarked on his unreliability, to which I immediately objected, "Never." Despite her unwillingness to accept this, her forceful nature strives to influence. Today marked the first occasion my friend was unable to attend. A fervent act of imagination brought to fruition the outcome she desired, yet she will not be gratified by hearing me confirm her assertions. There exist individuals whose exterior sheen masks an underlying fervor. Unbeknownst to them, they inflict harm solely upon themselves. She attempts to reach me, to no avail, any impact would only recoil upon her. Despite her intensity, my affection for her remains. Yet, she is entrenched in the belief that societal status is predicated on one's lineage. I have reiterated to her my indifference towards any worldly aristocracy. Although I speak of my lineage from Abraham, it is a spiritual, not a corporeal, heritage. In the realm of spirit, where Abraham's faith resides, there exists an aristocracy, constituted by those embodying the spirit of the resurrected Lord. This explanation, though repeatedly offered, fails to resonate with her. She clings to the notion of a tangible elite, which is non-existent. Resist any attempts by others to assert their superiority over you. I have never perceived anyone as my superior in physical terms. They may outmatch me intellectually, financially, indeed. Yet, I cannot regard anyone as inherently superior. Today, discovering my baptism certificate, I was amused to see my father's occupation listed as a meat salesman. Had this woman seen it, my social standing in her eyes would undoubtedly plummet. But remember, never allow anyone to make you feel lesser, for you are infinitely greater than all the characters of the world combined. You are God, enacting every role, both noble and ignoble, wealthy and impoverished, celebrated and obscure. You have played all these roles, otherwise, you wouldn't be here. your presence signifies an impending awakening, where you'll realize you authored this drama. Faced with no other actors, you assumed every part yourself. Upon touching each role, awakening will be triggered by specific internal events. Then, your inner vision and hearing will be activated, as happened to me this morning, guided by my brothers to my baptismal certificate, unseen for 3 decades. I don't carry a wallet, as my wife manages our finances. Yet, there it was, exactly as they described. Everything exists now,